Immersive learning, specifically with the use of virtual reality, also referred to as VR, is a fairly new concept in education. Linden Labs provided an early foundation for implementation of VR as part of the learning platform to a virtual world application called Second Life. In 2003, the academic community found the virtual program to have potential for application in teaching and learning for online learners. In 2005, Dickey studied the social constructivist framework in relation to distance education in a 3D virtual environment. The findings suggest virtual learning provides learners with a sense of presence, immediacy, movement, and communication unavailable in the traditional internet-based learning classroom. Other findings included the retention rate of visual learners, as well as specific research findings that prove why 3D learning is better than traditional 2D. The findings proved students had increased recall improvement on test scores, increased attention, and better overall communication. Through the findings in previous research, immersive learning has proven to be a positive contribution to the e-learning environment. Blaone and Associates have conducted studies in 2017 to prove that the virtual environment enhances the social and cognitive presence of learners, strengthening of collaboration and communication, and providing a sense of identity and trust between and amongst learners in the digital classroom. In 10 short years, immersive learning went from experimental game-based learning to fully immersed use for the purpose of deep learning and practice. Doyle's studies provided instances in which universities in the UK have used immersive learning strategies to enhance the learning potential of digital art, media, and photography students. Moreno and Mayer introduced middle school use of VR to enhance the science curriculum by bringing students into the ecosystem being studied and collecting data points and artifacts to prove a theory. The endless possibilities of transitioning content to practice is made available only through immersive VR learning practices. Dede and colleagues propose that the virtual environment invites students into immersive experimentation with multidimensional experiences that support deeper learning. Consistent with instructional strategies of deeper learning, students learn new information through their observations over space and time, virtual characters in the experimental world, and from gathering information in the field. Through studies conducted by Bachari and Associates, it has been established that the effectiveness of immersive learning model allows for better retention rates than reading, hearing, and viewing images together. VR transitions passive learning to active learning by making activities interactive and hands-on, leading to higher retention rates overall. Immersive learning allows for students to engage in collaborative sense-making with the use of evidence to support their claims with the use of such behaviors as data collection, collaborative reasoning, and concept mapping with a combination of prior knowledge and virtual world findings to revise understanding. What is most appreciative about immersive learning is the self-directed, collaborative, inquiry-based activities involved in its use. VR found its way into the educational setting very quickly, as previously discussed, but the future of VR is what will wow even the most tech-savvy individual. Sony and Samsung have both patented AR, MR, and VR contact lenses. Entrepreneurs believe that VR technology could soon become more ubiquitous than smartphones. A recent IEEE survey identified education as the industry most likely to benefit from the widespread adoption of virtual and augmented reality. Todd Richmond, ITC director, predicted in 15 to 20 years, VR technologies will be like tables and chairs, infrastructure that is part of the classroom. So what does this mean for the future of education and e-learning? Simply put, enhanced real-world experiences for learners to practice skill, medical treatment simulations, and other practical career-specific training can take place in the VR environment. Rizzo and Koenig explain, as we look to the future, we see clinical VR as one of the larger domains of general VR usage. It is clear that the emerging topic of immersive learning through virtual reality has found its practical use in the educational setting, especially e-learning. Where it takes us in the future is in the hands of innovators, designers, and practitioners who are willing to implement these technologies into their various learning environments. Thank you for your time in viewing this presentation.